Hello everyone, welcome back to Weekly Chording with me, Daz. This week's song was requested by a viewer on Twitch. Their username was Donnie Darko. Anyway, this is probably one of the most famous rock songs of all time. Purple Haze was a massive success for the Jimi Hendrix experience, becoming one of their signature tracks. Released in 1967, it helped establish Hendrix as one of the most innovative guitarists of his era. The song is packed with signature Hendrix elements, heavy distortion, wild bends, and of course, an iconic opening riff that immediately grabs your attention. One of the quirks of the original recording, Hendrix's guitar and vocals seem to swirl around the listener. That's thanks to the experimental use of effects like the Octavia pedal and panning techniques. Now, I don't have a wall of effects panels, and I am certainly not Jimi Hendrix. You may have noticed. So you're in for a much different experience today. But I hope that I can at least pay homage to the core of the song, the hypnotic riff, the groove, the energy. So anyway, with words and music by Jimi Hendrix, here is Purple Haze. Purple haze was in my brain. Lately things don't seem the same. Acting funny, but I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Purple haze all around. Don't know if I'm coming up or down. Am I happy or in misery? Whatever it is, that girl put a spell on me. Purple haze was in my eyes. Don't know if it's day or night. You got me blowing my mind. Is it tomorrow or just the end of time? Now, I think one of the most fascinating things about Purple Haze is the mix of inspirations behind it. Hendrix himself has given different accounts of what the song was about. In one interview, he described it as a love song, a man so infatuated that he's completely lost in a haze. And he talked about a girl in New York that he thought was practicing voodoo on him. And elsewhere, he talked about how the imagery was inspired by a dream he had where he was walking under the sea. Hendrix was also a sci-fi fan, and in the novel Night of Light by Philip Jose Farmer, a strange purplish haze affects people's perception of reality. Earlier drafts of the song even worked like they were more strongly influenced by this concept. All told, Hendrix said that he wrote a lot of lyrics for the song, but they ultimately boiled it down to just a few. And of course, no discussion of Purple Haze would be complete without mentioning the famous misheard lyric, "Excuse me while I kiss this guy." Hendrix would often point at his bandmate while singing it in live performances to play on that misheard lyric. There's actually a word for this kind of thing. It's mondegreen. It describes when we interpret something incorrectly because it sounds similar to another phrase, specifically in poems and songs. It was coming from the bonny Earl of Moray and the stanza, "They have slain the Earl of Moray and laid him on the green," or as you might hear it, "They killed him and laid him on the green." Anyway, a man's wife calls him at work and says, "Do you ever get a shooting pain across your body like someone's got a voodoo doll and they're stabbing it?" "Well, no," he replied. "How about now?" All right. That's it for today. I'll be on YouTube and Twitch for my hour-long live streaming show today at 4 and next Saturday at 11 Mountain Time. I know I said I was back to normal time this week, and apparently I lied, but next week I really should be back to 5:30 on Sunday for Weekly Chording. I hope I will see you then. Have yourselves a great week otherwise. All right?